Welcome, and thank you for joining me on the mat and on the chair today. Today's practice is a chair yoga vinyasa flow class. So if you've ever watched someone do yoga, you'll often see them like reach up, come into that plank, and then stick their butts up in the air. We're going to do something very similar to that, but from the comfort of our chair here. So you can either be wearing shoes for this class or perhaps a mat underneath you. I don't recommend socks because we are going to be moving the feet around and we don't want them to be sliding. So if you have bare feet on a hardwood floor, as long as your feet feel stable, that is perfectly all right as well. I also recommend grabbing a yoga block or something similar that has a little bit of firmness. For one of our exercises here, it is going to be beneficial. You can get away without it, but like I said, a little bit more comfortable here. So if you have your yoga block, just place it kind of underneath your chair, out of your way, so your feet can be comfortable here. Starting off, find your feet going straight forward. If we were standing up, we want to think about that straight alignment from hips to knees and then down to our ankles. And so we want that in our seated position as well. And then check in with the toes and the feet so that the inside edge of the feet are going straight forward. None of that external or internal rotation. Those are good in different situations. But for this one, we want that straight alignment here. Grow tall through the spine. We're going to start off with 2 gentle breaths. And on that second one, we'll get into our flow. So inhale, reach up, grow nice and tall. And then exhale, bring the hands through heart center. Again, inhale, reach up. This time as you exhale, bring the hands forward, fold forward, let the head and the chest be heavy over the legs. So you can have as much rounding in the spine, perhaps your chest, like mine, isn't touching the thighs. That's perfectly all right. Bring the hands to the thighs, keeping the belly next to the thighs. Inhale, take this kind of like a half lift. So we're sending the chest and the gaze towards the ceiling, lengthening through the spine. And then exhale to relax back down. Good. Gently roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, lift. So this is the start. This is kind of what we're going to be doing regularly here. So 1, it's stretching our back. And 2, it's also starting to regulate our breath. So exhale, fold forward. Hands to the thighs. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Inhale, roll up. Reach up, grow tall. This time, bring those hands in front of you as if you were doing a plank pose. So just push the bottom of the palms out. Belly is in, tall spine. Deep breaths. And then relax back to the earth. Send your right leg out to the side. And here's where we want to grab our yoga block. Just bring it a little bit in front of us here. We're going to turn this left knee down towards the block. So you can hover. It's just going to take a little bit more leg strength. And now my right foot can move even further to the side. So I've really only got my right butt cheek on the mat, or on the chair, sorry. And then stability-wise, this block is here to support me. So I'm coming into kind of this low lunge here. Reach up, grow tall. And then think of sending the hips just a little bit further forward. Perhaps you can scooch that right foot forward a little bit more, if that's comfortable, or just keep that square leg. Couple deep breaths. Relax the hands. Gently come through the center. Switch it up. So now my left leg straight out to the side, right knee down. Inhale, grow tall. And then perhaps I come forward just ever so slightly. Good. Relax the hands. Bring everything back to center. You can kick that block underneath you again. Feet back to that square position. Inhale, grow tall. Back to that forward fold. Exhale. We'll come through heart center once. And then exhale, fold. Let that head and the arms just be heavy again. Perhaps giving them a shake this time. Hands to the thighs, half lift. Relax forward. Let those arms be heavy. Inhale, lift up. Let's come into our plank right away. Hands down, about shoulder height. So we're focusing on that straight line. So this would be very much the same as if I was doing a plank on the earth. I want my shoulders and my wrists to be in line with one another. My fingers spread, press through the palms. Belly's in a little bit. Breathing. And then relax the hands. Good. Again, lift, grow tall. Exhale, heart center. I know I'm changing the pattern up a little bit. Keep you on your toes. Fold forward, let it go. Good. Half lift, hands to the thighs, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And then just bring the hands to heart center. We're going to, for now, keep this right leg right in front of us. And the left leg is going to go straight out to the side. So I'm going to have to scooch a little bit further forward on my chair. Now my left toes are also facing forward, but my leg is nice and straight. If it's more comfortable to have a little bit of a bend in that leg, depending on your hip flexibility from here, you can point this knee towards a little bit more of the 45 if you'd like. Inhale, arms go straight out to the sides. So my left hand is on that same line as my left leg, but my right hand follows that mat line here. And then send your gaze out towards this right hand. So this is kind of our warrior 2 variation here. Tall spine again. Shoulders are relaxed. We don't want them up at our ears. Hands in line with the shoulders. And then we're going to bring this left hand to the left thigh. Right arm up to the ceiling, or perhaps you can lean a little bit towards that left side. And then gaze either straight forward or perhaps send it up towards that right hand if that's comfortable for your neck. And then relax. Bring the legs back together for a moment. Switch to the other side. So starting off, send that right leg straight out, toes to the front. Decide where your left leg is most comfortable. Edge of the chair. Inhale, grow tall, and the arms reach out. And again, looking out over that left hand. Checking in, everything is shoulder height. Still breathing. Bring that right hand to the right thigh. Left arm up to the ceiling. This already creates a lot of length, so if that is enough, you don't need to lean back, but it can just be a little bit more intense in the stretch for you. Especially if your limited mobility is in your lower body, but your upper body is still quite flexible and strong. You can still take these variations that work that upper body just a little bit more. And then relax back, bring everything in. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, heart center. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, fold, let it go. Head heavy. And I'm going to invite you to also bring the legs out for this one. See if you can go down a little bit further in that forward fold. Hands to the earth, or you have that block. You can always bring that block down or out in front of you. That gives you a little bit more stability. So from here, your half lift. If you're finding you're folding quite forward, you can just lift the chest, or if you need to, again, hands to the thighs, lifting through the spine and the crown of the head. Relax forward, head heavy. And again, gently roll up. Bring those feet together. If you use the block, just give it a little kick. Last 2 breaths. One more. Hands come to heart center. Let those shoulders be nice and heavy. And I thank you for joining me in the chair today. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.